Sushant and Neeraj, welcome to Movie Talkies.
Thanks for
The
having us.
trailer has got an overwhelming response. You guys have absolutely knocked it out of the park. How does it feel? I actually got goosebumps when I saw it.
I was slightly skeptic because of just one thing, is that I very quickly realized that I might be acting well in the film, or probably play cricket also very well. But what if they don't? Because he's still playing, has got a immense popularity. So what if like people are not? They're not convinced. But in 3.5 minutes, the kind of response we've been getting is very encouraging.
And you, Neeraj?
Fabulous. I mean, you work towards this kind of a response actually, and I'm glad that it's been received so well.
I think half the battle is already won for you. You're looking exactly like Mahi. So what kind of preparation did you go through to get into the skin of your character?
It was exhaustive, and the bottom line was complete immersion. I mean, we are supposed to do that. So everything, like even if we do a fictional character, that's what we strive to do. That we try to convince ourselves that we are the character, or at least do so much of research that you sense that authority of playing that character. At least that. So that thing. But there was one thing that we were very aware of, was that people actually have a reference, and we shouldn't be giving them visual jerk vis-a-vis that. So we took care of that too.
Also, both of you, you've taken a lot of care about the looks. I mean, the long hair phase, the short hair phase, everything is there. So, how was it, look?
No, it stands out because it's visual, and that's the first thing that strikes you. But I think the most important thing for this film is not cricket, obviously, but the story. And the most difficult thing for me was not to get these nuances and hair and body language, but to understand the guy. So yeah.
So Dhoni is a living legend. He's still playing. Was there a kind of pressure that we have to do justice to this film, otherwise the fans of Dhoni are going to kill us?
The word is responsibility actually. It's more than pressure. I mean, and that you do with any project. It's not that you make a special case scenario for this film and not for the others. It's part of our work ethic. You should be responsible anyways. With him, there was no extra pressure or anything of that sort. We're just trying to do justice to this wonderful life of his.
So what is the best compliment that you've got thus far, and whom did it come from?
It came from him, actually. Because he just met me for 20 minutes, and he hadn't seen my any film before that. And he took me. I didn't care to ask him why did he take me, but I was happy. That was the first compliment, and the biggest compliment.
I would care to ask that why did you take him?
It's just you do take these. For me, I've always taken these bigger calls with my intuition more than anything else. So you do get it right or wrong depending upon that day. Unfortunately, I had not seen his films at that point of time because I was shooting something when his first film came out, and then it's just one of those things that I never was able to catch up. But something told me that yes, we needed someone young and enterprising, resourceful. That's him.
So do you relate with Mahi, because both of you come from regular backgrounds and no connection with the film industry, but you chose unconventional paths. Do you relate to him on that front? And did your parents also resist when you told them?
Before or after doing the film?
No, before.
Because after, it's a different thing. Yeah, before, yeah. This thing, yeah, for sure. Because obviously, if you do what you like doing, you end up being better than most of the people, and that's the differentiator. You'll be hired for your job, and slightly a cushion. You have that emotional buffer from successes and failures, because that obviously that decides the course of events, but that is not what drives you. Your personal equation with what you do is the driving force.
So, but did your parents resist?
They were shocked. Because I dropped out from the third year of my college. I could have stayed and got my degree. And they were shocked. They didn't say anything, and I used their silence as opportunity.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Dhoni has been very involved in this film all through. So did you get any advice from him?
No. He was only answering questions.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Did he give you any advice that, this is how you should go about it?
No, I think he is sharp enough to understand that, you know, when to speak, when not to. So he just excused himself while we were making the film. He was a huge help when it came to the research of the film and sharing about what his life has been like. And then he left it to us.
How was it working with Sushant? What kind of an actor is he?
What kind of an actor? The good kind.
The good kind?
So let me put it this way. Yeah, fascinating to work with him because it's a huge challenge, huge ask. This project as an actor, because he's literally there in a biopic in every single frame of the film. I mean, you're talking about a narrative that's just essentially revolving around his character, and to shoulder it with such ease and confidence, it's amazing.
And how was it working with Neeraj?
I was scared first. No, before that I was just wanting to work with him. From the point when I hadn't seen him also face to face. Well, I wanted to work with him because of the kind of films that and the way he has made his films. But you get to know in first two meetings that okay, there you cannot bullshit around. You just have to. He'll tell you that okay, you are hired as an actor, so I won't tell you to work hard because that's what you're supposed to do. And then you are slightly more in your head, more responsible. But very strange amalgamation of two things. When you work with a director who is very clear in his head, he will tell you what to do, and I don't want to get into that space because if I know how to do it, why would I do it? That's my work relation. But with him, he was immensely clear of what he wants, but he also let me, or actually made me feel that I was thinking on my own and I was doing improvs all the time. So it was a mixture of both. So yeah.
So how was it working with Kiara and Disha?
We never thought that okay, there are two different actors working together. We were clear right from the very first day what we were supposed to do. And when we were shooting, she was Sakshi and she was Priyanka.
Neeraj, you've been making thrillers. You know, your previous films have been thrillers. Why a biopic and why Mahendra Singh Dhoni?
Why not a biopic? I mean, it's an interesting story. You're always looking for stories, and mostly these stories find me rather than the other way around. So this also, I mean, it came to me. I was not looking for this actually in the first place. There was a bit of a reservation because I didn't know MS at all. That reservation also went out of the window the moment I met him for the first time. And it was very clear and evident in the first 15-20 minutes that yes, this is a very big story waiting to be told.
From a regular Delhi boy to the star that you've become today, how has life changed?
No, perception has changed. People's perception has changed. I remember the first 19-20 years of my life, I was working for the wrong reasons. I'm not saying that those things that I was working on were wrong, but I was working for wrong reasons. I identified what I wanted to do. I knew the why of doing it, and I'm just doing it. So it's like it's having that fun phase. I'm living my life basically. So it's not like arriving somewhere and then feeling good about yourself.
But people's outlook has changed.
Yeah, their perception. They keep on changing with every Friday. So that's their headache.
So your personal life is being more discussed than your professional work.
That's again their headache.
Yeah, does it affect you in any way now?
No, it doesn't because I've been very smart enough in my life not to put myself in a position that I don't get to know, number one. And number two is that sometimes you get to know on digital platforms that they'll tell you that they hate you or something like that. So just their concern to let me know that they're not concerned tells me how concerned they are. So it's their headache, it's their reality.
Has there been a time when you get to read something and you're like, okay, this is news to me also? Oh
of course, all the time.
All the time. So in this short span, you know, your Bollywood career, you've done a variety of films. What kind of films do you want to do now?
A variety of films, precisely the point.
Yeah, but is there a genre which you want to explore?
No. It's just that when you read the script or you hear a narration, that thing sticks to you just because you are trying to figure it out, or maybe you're just intrigued. That's why.
Okay, so tell our audiences quickly why should they watch Mahendra Singh Dhoni, The Untold Story?
Because you're smart enough to understand from the trailer that the film would be very good. So please come and watch it.
Neeraj?
fascinating peek into someone's mind and how it works. It's a very inspirational film.
It was great fun talking to
Thanks
both
for
of
having
you. Thank you for being on Movie Talkies. Wish you all the best for
Thanks.
your film.
Thanks so much.